What's up, FlickPop Nation? Get ready for a rapid-fire news dump that's going to blow your minds. First up, we're diving deep into a major international dispute as Brazil's President Lula da Silva directly confronts U.S. President Donald Trump over a hefty 50% tariff on Brazilian goods, drawing a firm line in the sand saying Brazil's democracy is absolutely not for sale. Then, we're shifting gears to a fascinating proposal from Donald Trump himself, who's suggesting a new program to allow foreign expertise to temporarily train American workers, a move that could reshape the landscape for both domestic labor and international investment. This comes amidst a backdrop of strict immigration policies and significant raids. Next, we head to the courtroom where the trial of Ryan Routh, the man accused of attempting to assassinate Donald Trump, is moving at breakneck speed. With Routh representing himself, the prosecution is racing to present its case, and the details emerging from the alleged sniper's nest are absolutely chilling. And finally, we're looking at a high-stakes battle within the U.S. financial system as the Trump administration renews its push to remove Federal Reserve Governor Lisa Cook from her position ahead of a critical interest rate vote. This unprecedented move could have major implications for the independence of the Fed. Stay tuned for all the details, and make sure you're subscribed and have that notification bell on. Brazil's democracy on the line as Lula clashes with Trump over tariffs. In a dramatic escalation of international tensions, Brazil's President Lula da Silva has fired back at U.S. President Donald Trump, vehemently rejecting a proposed 50% tariff on Brazilian imports. President Lula declared in a New York Times op-ed that while Brazil is open to mutually beneficial negotiations, the nation's democracy and sovereignty are not on the table, directly challenging Trump's move, which was reportedly linked to the ongoing witch hunt allegations surrounding former President Jair Bolsonaro. This confrontation follows a landmark decision by Brazil's Supreme Court, which ruled that Bolsonaro's actions after his 2022 electoral defeat constituted an attempted coup, a verdict President Lula lauded as a historic safeguard of Brazil's institutions. The court's decision, which came after investigations into alleged plots against Lula and others, has intensified scrutiny on Brazil, with U.S. Secretary of State Marco Rubio hinting at further U.S. responses. Brazil's foreign ministry swiftly condemned Rubio's comments as an inappropriate threat, affirming the independence of its judiciary. Meanwhile, Jair Bolsonaro, under house arrest, made a brief public appearance for a medical procedure, drawing a strong reaction from his son about what he described as excessive policing. Supporters gathered, chanting for amnesty, as Bolsonaro's legal team prepares to appeal the court's ruling, a process that could take months and faces significant hurdles. The international community is watching closely as this trade dispute and political fallout unfold, with analysts predicting significant economic and diplomatic repercussions. This intense political tug-of-war is just the beginning of our explosive news rundown. Get ready for a radical new idea from Donald Trump that could change how America learns its most advanced skills. Trump's bold plan: foreign experts to train Americans, then go home. In a surprising shift in rhetoric, former President Donald Trump has proposed a novel approach to bolstering American manufacturing and technological prowess: a temporary foreign expertise program. Trump suggested on social media that foreign companies could bring highly skilled individuals to the U.S. to train American workers on producing complex goods, with these experts then returning to their home countries. This initiative comes as a stark contrast to his historically stringent immigration policies and large-scale deportation plans, and follows a significant ICE raid on a Hyundai factory in Georgia. The proposal touches upon the contentious H-1B visa program, a long-standing point of debate regarding its impact on domestic job opportunities versus its role in bringing in essential skills. Trump specifically mentioned industries like chips, semiconductors, computers, and trains, emphasizing the need to relearn lost manufacturing capabilities. He aims to attract massive investment without deterring foreign companies, acknowledging that such investments might not materialize if the U.S. cannot demonstrate its capacity to produce these advanced items. The recent ICE raid, which led to the deportation of over 300 South Korean nationals, has already caused concern among foreign investors and governments, highlighting the delicate balance Trump is attempting to strike between immigration enforcement and attracting global capital. This initiative has sparked debate among economists and politicians, with some questioning how it aligns with his broader immigration agenda and others seeing it as a pragmatic move to boost domestic production. But that's not all the political drama brewing. Next, we delve into the courtroom where a trial for an alleged presidential assassin is unfolding with astonishing speed. Trial of Trump's alleged assassin moves swiftly as defendant represents himself. The federal criminal trial of Ryan Routh, accused of attempting to assassinate former President Donald Trump last year, is rapidly progressing into its second week, with the defendant himself choosing to navigate the legal complexities without counsel. Prosecutors are nearing the end of their case, and Judge Aileen Cannon has directed Routh to prepare his defense witnesses, who are expected to include at least 4 individuals, notably a former Marine sniper who reportedly test-fired the weapon found at the scene. Routh faces serious charges including attempted assassination, assaulting a federal officer, and firearm offenses stemming from an alleged incident at the Trump International Golf Club in Florida. Authorities claim Routh established a sniper's nest and waited for hours to fire upon Trump. The prosecution has presented evidence, including Routh's alleged gear list featuring items like diapers and bug spray and numerous aliases, painting a picture of a carefully planned attack. The trial has moved at an unusually fast pace, partly due to Routh's minimal cross-examinations and the prosecution's quick presentation of their 13 witnesses. Routh's opening statement was cut short by Judge Cannon, who warned him against making a mockery of the court. Testimony from Secret Service Agent Robert Furcano and eyewitness Tommy Magee has provided vivid accounts of the events, including Routh's demeanor and his subsequent apprehension. FBI agent Catherine Rose detailed the arsenal found at Routh's alleged perch, including a rifle, ammunition, and protective metal plates. The unusual circumstances of Routh representing himself, coupled with the high-profile nature of the alleged target, have drawn significant public attention and commentary on the justice system. From the courtroom drama to the highest levels of economic policy, we're turning our attention to a high-stakes battle over the Federal Reserve's independence. Trump administration renews push to oust Fed Governor Lisa Cook ahead of rate decision. The Trump administration has reignited its campaign to remove Federal Reserve Governor Lisa Cook, filing a formal response with a federal appeals court to argue for her dismissal. This aggressive move, timed just before the Fed's crucial vote on interest rates, marks an unprecedented challenge to the central bank's historical independence, as it's the first time a president has actively sought to fire a governor. The administration's legal team contends that Cook's arguments against her removal are baseless and that cause for her dismissal exists, citing allegations of mortgage fraud related to properties in Atlanta and Ann Arbor. They claim Cook described a property as a vacation home in one document and a second home in another, potentially contradicting claims of it being a primary residence as required by a loan. These allegations, stemming from a criminal referral by a Trump appointee, Bill Pult, form the basis of the administration's, for cause, removal attempt. However, a federal judge recently ruled Cook's firing illegal and reinstated her, a decision the administration is now appealing. Cook, the first Black woman to serve on the Fed's board, has maintained her innocence, with her legal team emphasizing the economic risks associated with allowing a president to fire a Fed governor without sufficient justification. This battle over Cook's position is seen as a critical test of the Federal Reserve's autonomy and could influence market confidence ahead of a widely expected interest rate cut. And that brings us to the end of our news roundup. But before you go, let's hit you with a lightning-fast recap and your essential call to action. And that's a wrap on today's top stories. We saw President Lula push back hard against President Trump's tariffs, Donald Trump propose a new foreign expertise training program, the fast-moving trial of Ryan Routh, the man accused of attempting to assassinate Trump, and the Trump administration's ongoing fight to remove Fed Governor Lisa Cook. Did these stories blow your mind? Hit that like button if they did. Don't forget to subscribe to FlickPop for all your breaking news and hottest takes. And ring that notification bell so you're the first to know when we drop new videos. Let us know in the comments below which story shocked you the most, and follow us on all our socials for more exclusive content.